Let's start. So, my name is Cherie, CEO of Moving Purpose. Today I have my sis, Chef Whitney Watson in the building.
You see it?
Let them know who you is.
You see it? No, my name is Whitney, or Chef Whitney.
Yes.
If you want to call me that. I am the owner and chef of the Flora Fair, formerly known as This Girl Scrub, and I specialize in all things vegan nutrition, helping people become vegan and just learn more about plant-based diet and a lifestyle.
It's fire. It's fire. She is the only person that can make like vegan food, and I don't even ask her what she's gonna make. She just makes it and it comes out good every time. So if you definitely want some plant-based vegan recipes,
Call me.
You know what I want to talk about today though?
Tell me.
So since we're both women, black, amazing women, creatives,
true.
entrepreneurs,
It's true.
and just some real people, one thing I want to talk about is these boundaries.
Ooh.
These boundaries. These boundaries.
What that is?
What is that?
People gonna hear the word boundaries and be like, what that is? I don't know nothing about no boundaries.
No. Okay, so when it comes to like your social media or like anything that relates to your business, what kind of boundaries do you have?
Ooh.
That is a tough one.
Social media specifically, like, I only share what I want to, when I want to, how I want to. And I feel like that's just that. Like, there is so much pressure to show up on social media every day, sometimes 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you're on this, like, money move like everybody else, then you're going to get caught up in that whole wave. But I like peace of mind more than I care about money. So my presence
real.
doesn't have to be known on social media every single day. Like, because if you rocking with me, you gonna rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you looking for me, you know you can just slide in them DMs. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
No,
like,
that's
I show
real.
up when I want to, because when I show up, I want to show up at 100%. I want to show up in my full self and comfortable and ready and not forcing it.
Yeah.
So that's super important to me. And I have a child, so I can't just be in my phone,
Right.
you know, entertaining people all day, every day.
Right.
You
Especially
know?
strangers on top of that.
Especially strangers, because they get too comfortable. They see that you're cool, you seem down to earth,
Yep.
and I am. But, like, you know, boundaries.
You're not.
You don't know me. You don't know me like that.
You don't know
know
me.
You don't know
You
me.
don't know me. No, but that's real. And I definitely think that now we live in an era where, like, I call them thumb thuggers. Where, like,
Thumb thuggers.
they get on social media and they feel like they could say anything and everything to you just because you're putting yourself out there. They feel like
Yeah.
you're accessible to them or you're entitled to them. And that's really not the case. And I think a lot of
Yeah.
people, especially like the younger generation, needs to understand, like, I don't come from a generation where we talk on the internet. Like,
You know, we-
if you have something
Put
to
them
say,
up. Put them up. It's knuckle sandwiches. Knuckle
Like,
sandwiches in
if
this
you
hole.
have something to say, you say it to that person to their face.
Yeah.
So this whole era of like we bang on people or talk trash behind the keyboard, that doesn't work for me.
It's
And
true.
it just doesn't. And I think that, and I don't know where we got to a point where we felt like we could just say anything and everything to people on social media. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, it definitely makes me draw back from it. That's one
Yeah.
of the main reasons that it makes me want to draw back, because you can be on social media showing up at your best and somebody is going to find a reason that that's
Always.
not good enough for them because they're miserable with themselves. And even if you understand that, sometimes you just don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't have to
Because
deal with it.
I lose Flora Fair who? This is Whitney you talking to. Like, you need to watch it, bro. Like, we don't do that around here. Like,
And then it sucks because like, so we were raised like that,
yeah,
right? But then you
I
have the
will come
mindset.
see you.
But then it sucks because you have the mindset of like, but I'm a brand. Like, I can't just be out
Right.
here like banging on every single person. And unfortunately, like, you're not gonna be able to say everything to every single person that says something to you. So it's like, you got to be cautious about how you move out here because it still is a brand at the end of the
It
day.
is.
That's the only thing that sucks.
But I'm a person first.
Absolutely.
Period.
I agree with
Like,
that.
I'm a human first.
I definitely agree with that.
So
That's
watch
real.
it.
That's
I'm
really
just-
real. That is real. Like,
straight up though. Like,
and I even think like when it comes to like, you know, we had a great conversation the other day about like people pleasing. Like personally and professionally. And I think that there's boundaries even with that. Like, I'm not entitled to make you feel good all the time or tell you what you want to hear just because you want to hear it. Like, this is my business. This is my social media. I can say whatever I want. It's not my job to make you feel good and make you feel happy. Like, that's not the case.
That's so
at
true.
all. And I think people definitely have that twisted.
They look for you to people please them because they are people pleasing other people.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So why aren't you trying to like accommodate me in every single aspect of your life? Because I'm doing that for people in my life.
Right.
And unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. And really, if that's what you're doing, you need to figure out a way to stop.
Ooh,
it's not healthy.
Why is it not healthy? Why is it not healthy?
Because you gotta come first. This is your life and you only get one of them. So it really has to be about your happiness. I'm not saying don't consider other people because people don't seem to understand like there's a fine line there. You know what I'm saying? Like still consider other people and their feelings. Don't be a malicious person. But definitely understand that your happiness is a priority, not people pleasing others. Because at the end of the day, people are just gonna take and they're gonna keep it moving.
Ooh. I think that hurt. Wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
And when your people pleasing.
No, tell them. No, that's real too. And it's just interesting because it's like sometimes you do get caught up in the people pleasing thing because you are entrepreneur and because you are trying to like get people to see your content and see what you're able to provide and your skills. But it's like there's levels to that too.
But is it people pleasing or is it customer service?
I think it could be a little bit of both in a way, though. Definitely customer service.
Okay, yeah.
But I would say people pleasing because you're doing yourself a disservice sometimes because you post things you don't want to post.
That's true.
There have been times where I posted things or posted things a certain way, knowing damn well I didn't want to post it like that.
I've definitely done that too.
Or edit it like that. Like I just wanted to. Sometimes I just want to post regular videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to post like raw dance footage or raw footage of whatever without thinking like, oh, I need to make it look like this or I need to make it do this, like, or I need to do a reel. Like, why? So that's why I said it could be a little bit of both because in a way sometimes
you gotta do what they like.
Yes. So that's why I would say that it's both in that sense, but it's just unfortunate because it just makes it not fun anymore.
It's true because it's like, granted, you're providing a service. We're here to serve.
Yeah.
Like, and that's fine. That's not a bad thing at all. We're all here to serve each other.
Yeah.
But it's the sense of entitlement that comes with it that creates the issue that now we have to establish some boundaries here.
Right.
Now, as much as I like to entertain you, because now you're like so entitled in your approach with, can I get a recipe? Who are you? Ooh. Who are you? How are you?
How do you approach that when
I ignore that? Who are you talking to? Have some manners, first off. Like, you know?
Yeah. And then it's like, why do you feel like you're entitled to every single recipe that I make? Like, granted, you might just randomly whip some stuff up. Right.
I do that.
And you do that.
Like, how much? And I'm
you
like,
absolutely do.
You know, like...
Yeah.
You feel this need to like monetize everything to just, like I said, sometimes you even feel like you have to like show up every day and just kind of play the social media game. And I don't really care to do that anymore. You know,
I don't like playing.
I don't want to play.
I don't want to play.
I don't want to play.
I don't want to play. And I say that because I have tried to play and I didn't like how it made me feel afterwards. Like, I just don't like doing things that aren't authentic for me. Like, that's why now I've gotten to a point like where I'm like, if I want to post it, I'm gonna post it. Like before I used to like put a whole bunch of thought into like my posts, my caption, like my this, my hashtags, caption. Like all that. And I'm just like, bro, like the people that rock with you are gonna rock with you.
It's true.
The people that aren't just aren't. And you have to be okay with the fact that you're just not for everybody.
It's true.
And people are trying to be for everybody when in reality, that's not true. What was the analogy that you gave the other day?
Michael Jackson and Prince. Okay.
I love this one.
Michael Jackson, don't get me wrong, love MJ. He was talented, super entertaining, but he was an entertainer. Prince was an artist. Like, don't ever get the two mixed up. Prince was an artist. He played instruments. He wrote. He did everything.
Right.
Like a true artist. But Michael Jackson carried way more fans than Prince.
Ooh.
He did. Michael Jackson had way more fans than Prince.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? But Prince, he genuinely was not for everybody. Michael Jackson was for the masses.
Right.
Prince was for people that appreciate and respect art.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And they were both legends. They were both icons. They both sold out arenas, coliseums, like anywhere they went. Like, you hear their music now, and it makes people feel a certain way. It brings people together. Like, they were both legends, though, both
They really
icons,
were.
but in their own realm and in a different way.
Yeah, they serve people in two totally different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I always hate when people compare them, because it's kind of like apples and oranges. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying? It's like comparing Beyonce and Lady Gaga.
And they're both legends.
You know what I'm saying? But one is an artist that
Mm-hmm.
plays instruments and stuff like that, and one is an entertainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's real.
yeah. So, yeah, you're not for everybody. You're not going to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to like you. Some people will even come on your stuff just to hate on you. Like, and it's draining. Listen. People will follow you because they don't like you. What type of mental illness is that? Like,
I will never understand that, like, ever. Like, you put in that much effort to follow me and
but
to
you want to
just
see me, though.
But you want to see me, though.
To
but
hate
you
me?
but you be talking trash or trying to talk trash, though, and you think I don't know about it, which
Like,
is
I'm
funny.
so funny.
But
Why do you not even like me? Like, people don't like me. They're always like, you don't like me, though?
me?
How? How, Sway?
It is, no, but that is so real, though. And I definitely think that, you know, being an entrepreneur, being any type of creative, you really have to be confident and content in your craft and the talents and the skill set that you bring to the table, because once you know that, you also know that's what sets you apart from everybody else, and you're not worried about everybody else. You do get to a
Exactly.
point, like, if you really, really, like, are authentic about it and you're not doing it just because it's popular,
Yeah.
or because you feel like the person next to you is doing it, or whatever. Like, when you're not worried about the next person, like, I promise, like, it gets better and it makes it that much peaceful too, like, in terms of your peace of mind also.
That's so true.
It really
That
does.
is so true. Show up, like, when you're fully ready. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Like,
how do you know you're
but
ready,
you
though?
could be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be scared and still do it. And I always say that, like, I've been super scared of a lot of things that I've done, and I've still just conquered it, because, again, you only get one life. Like, life is about conquering fears. You know what I'm saying? So I always just push through, but it's so important to show up when you feel ready for it, when you feel confident, because if you go into anything scared, if you go into anything unsure, if you go into anything and your heart isn't in the right place, it's never going to work out for you, unfortunately.
And people can smell that.
People can smell
They
that.
can smell that.
The universe can see it.
You
know
can
what
see
I'm
it.
saying? Like,
You can definitely see it.
and then it's going to give that back to you. And you might think, you know, oh, I was giving all of it. No, but you weren't. And that wasn't what you really wanted to do. And you were, you know what I'm saying? You were succumbed to the pressure that is social media.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why it's not working.
Right.
You know?
Right. Not only that, but let's say, like, you do get popping or you do get big off of, like, a video or some kind of content that you posted, but it's not the content that you liked or the content that you wanted. You have to keep that up because it's what put you on, and it's not, but then you're mad at yourself and you're not happy because that's not what you really wanted to do. So it's like, you really got to have those conversations with yourself, or really be like, that's why I say being authentic is the most realest thing, because it's like, if I'm going to get put on, it's going to be because it was what I wanted.
Exactly.
I did it the way that I wanted to. Not
it's
because
your
I
life.
was trying, it is your life. And not because I'm trying to, like, fit in with the masses. Like,
Because you know what? The people, they're going to follow whatever is the trend. So you really just have to stay true to yourself. And I had to learn that, like, yeah, okay, people want all Beyond Burgers and French fries and stuff. Well, I don't want to make that. You know what I'm saying? I had to decide that for myself. So am I going to lose some people? Yeah. But that's okay.
But the
Because
people
I
that
want
are-
to cook for those people. I want to cook for people that actually care about what's going into their bodies. I want people that appreciate, like, a home cooked meal
Right.
from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't want to be a Beyond Burger chef. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
When
not
you
what makes
put it
me
like
happy.
that.
That that doesn't make me happy. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's my life. Like, I can just go get a 9 to 5 if I wanted to do a job that wasn't going to be like fulfilling.
Right.
You know?
Right. You definitely could. That's real. That's some real stuff.
But yeah, you got to be confident in yourself because it starts with you. You
Yeah,
know?
it
Like,
does.
if you don't believe it, you're not going to make anybody else believe it.
Not at all. Not at all.
You just go attract some more insecure people that ain't got no money.
Not no money.
They just gonna be there watching you, hoping you gain some confidence one day. Hell.
No, but you know what's also crazy too, though? Like when you're over here trying to figure out what's gonna make you popular or make you popular, whatever, you see people that are less qualified than you.
Oh, yeah.
Have less experience than you that are going all in because why?
They believe in themselves.
They believe in themselves.
Yeah.
More than you believe in yourself. And granted, you could have all the skills and the talent in the world, but if you don't execute that in a confident way, nobody's going to care.
That's so true.
Nobody's going to care.
And I don't like when they always say like, oh, just get all your ducks in a row or just run for it. You don't have to have things perfect. That's not true. Because people that are watching you on social media want you to look like you already have your stuff together.
I agree with that.
100%.
Or like you know what you're doing.
The reality is being an entrepreneur in itself is an investment.
It is.
It is an investment.
It absolutely
If you're
is.
an aspiring chef and you don't feel confident in your kitchen, don't cook in it. Go get you an Airbnb. See if you could, you know what I'm saying, get with a friend that has a nice kitchen. But that's the reality. People are going to talk about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're not even going to be able to like appreciate what it is that you're offering. They're not going to appreciate or even see the message because they're not going to get past the fact that you don't have marble counters.
That is so true.
Ain't that crazy?
It is so stupid, but it's so true at the end of the day. Like, it is
Seriously.
so true. Like, you could be sitting there whipping up, like, the greatest
No
meal.
microwave on the
And then you're
counter. It
like,
ain't
what is
propped up
that
over
in
the
her
stove.
kitchen?
Yeah.
Did she clean her stove? Like, sadly.
No, I use it.
Yeah.
I clean it and then I use it and then it gets dirty again. That's how that works.
But they're not thinking about that. They don't.
Right.
The thing about social media is like people don't care how much effort, how much time you put into your content or your creativity or your art. They don't care about that.
They don't.
They don't care about how you might have been up the night before trying to figure out a good recipe or figure
don't
out
care.
like a routine that's like something that you really enjoy doing. But they don't care about that.
But you better show it to them in 30 seconds because that's all they got. A minute tops.
A minute tops. A minute. That is so crazy when you think about it. But thing that also sucks too is like the other thing with social media is like if you keep, it's like you want to keep posting, but at the same time people kind of get tired of seeing you. But at the same time, if you don't post, they miss you.
Yeah.
So it's like
oh,
a
she don't post
weird-
enough. Oh, you're posting
It's
too
like
much.
a terrible toxic
Okay.
relationship. Like
It is toxic.
it really is, and it can also like affect you mentally. Like there, you know, we've had a conversation about like throwing in the towel, just with
Yeah.
things that we actually enjoy,
Yeah.
and for what?
It
For
starts
strangers?
to just feel like work. Like,
Yeah.
because you definitely can work so hard on creating some content,
Mm-hmm.
and then for whatever reason, 15 people saw it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
you
sucks.
spend money, you spend your time, like, and this is your money. This isn't a salary job. So they have this saying that you get back what you put into it, and unfortunately, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you don't get back what you put into it until much, much later.
true. Or
And
years
sometimes years. Sometimes you really just have to put in that legwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that blood, sweat, and tears, and
Yeah.
you know, the sweat equity. And sometimes you won't see anything in a long time, and that's where believing in yourself really comes into play.
Yeah.
Because you gotta understand that like you're not gonna just get wealthy right away. Like everybody wants to be on social media trying to be this next sensation, this next like viral moment. But it's like if you want to be a timeless, successful person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta have that confidence first.
You
like,
do.
you have to.
You really do. You definitely do. It's just interesting how like we live in a popcorn generation on social media
So
where everyone feels like everything has to be so instant and so like right now. Like I need this like right now. It needs to happen right now. Like I need to be popping right now. Right, and it's like, bro,
and you're not. I was gonna say they're not even like the stovetop popcorn. They're like in the
No.
microwave.
No,
your
they're like-
pop secret.
they're skinny pop in a bag.
Skinny
like
pop.
the bag
Skinny
that
pop is actually pretty good.
It is. My mom and my sister be tearing this up. The foundation. How are you gonna expect instant gratification or instant overnight success when you don't even put in the real foundation and the hard work to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to do it.
You still got to do it. And you got to do it and understand that you're not always going to get the return that you thought you should have gotten in that moment.
Yes.
Some people will overlook it.
Absolutely.
Because you are dispensable at the
You
end
are.
of the day. In
You really
whatever
are.
industry you're in, I'm sorry to tell you, you are dispensable.
Yeah.
So that's where that confidence comes in. Again, you know what I'm saying? It always just rolls back to believing in yourself, you know, and believing in what you do and that you are fully capable, you're able, and you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but also knowing like what's for you is for you too. Like,
That
and
part.
being okay with that. Like being okay with the fact that that opportunity didn't go through for whatever reason, but also keep in mind that that wasn't supposed to be your door. That wasn't the door that you walk into.
yeah.
But there is, but even with the, you know, the fact that we are all disposable, there is also enough room for everybody out here to
There's
get
enough
it.
room for everybody.
Also, so
There's
it goes
enough
hand in
money
hand.
to go around. They make money. Like it's literally what you say. It's a piece of paper. You get it off a tree. You know what I'm saying? I make it so easy. Yeah, just go get it off a tree, guys.
Look, money.
Right.
I know. So yeah, it's definitely There's room out here for everybody to
There
get it.
is.
There
And
is
you don't have
room.
to step on anybody to get where you're trying to
Ooh,
go.
tell them-
never.
tell them
You
that.
never have to step on another person. Like,
But unfortunately, social media makes us feel like it is a competition. Like just because you see someone that's also doing the same thing that you're doing, we're automatically like, what's this doing?
little cute competition,
like
though.
little-
You know,
I believe a cute
little
competition
poquito.
is okay.
It is.
But when it gets to a point where it's like, oh, I hope that chick don't make it, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, now that's different. That's
Yeah.
different. Or it's like, oh, I'm glad you didn't because now I can steal your clients. Like,
Yeah.
or I'm trying to steal your clients. And it's
Yeah.
like, why does it have to be all that? Like, why can't you guys have people that enjoy both of y'all?
You can literally like coexist.
You can coexist.
in the same industry.
You can. And still be in your own lane and like y'all both be
Yeah.
successful just in different ways. Like,
Yeah, 'cause-
not every opportunity is for them.
Yeah, because services aside, like different people are going to connect with your personality. Different people
That's
are going
real.
to connect with just different things about you. You know what I'm saying? Like aside from like if you're a chef, a dancer, a freaking doctor, like whatever, like certain people are just gonna migrate to you,
Right.
no matter what. Like we said, like you're not for everyone.
You're not, and that's okay.
So it is okay. Forget
and I
these
don't want to be
people.
for everybody though.
You shouldn't want to be for
I
everybody.
just don't. I know.
Because people don't even know what they want. Like I said, they just kind of follow the trend
Yeah.
of what's happening in that moment. And then they move on to the next thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you should never want to just be a trend. Some people are cool with that and that's
Some
fine.
people are.
But if that's not what you want, then you got to move differently. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more than just a person searching for that viral moment
Yes.
on social media.
Right.
Like, get out there and actually talk to some people. Half y'all got anxiety,
Interact.
social anxiety.
Right, interact.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be this big star, and being around people gives you the, you know what I'm saying? It's me. I'm talking about myself. But no, like,
But that's true. Like, I'll give an example. Like, say, like, in my case, like, if I'm throwing dance class, and I have people that come to my class, and all they seen is just the stuff that you post on social media. They love the person that you are on social media and what you have to offer, what they think you have to offer. They come to a class, and they're like, oh, her attitude is trash.
people definitely
There's a
connect with your
difference.
personality.
It's a different. I've done that. Like, there have been classes I don't go to anymore because I'm like, her attitude
Yeah.
is trash. I don't care how talented she is. She's talented, but her attitude is trash. And honestly, that actually is the same thing for opportunities. A lot of people don't get opportunities because of how their personalities are. Regardless of how talented you are, how many followers you have, who you might know. If you have a terrible attitude, those opportunities will not be there.
That includes always being late.
Let's give a moment of silence for that. Amen. Amen. Always being late.
That's a character flaw. You know what I'm saying? And that will trickle into your business relationships. That will definitely make people not want to work with you for sure. Like, cause you if you sign up to do a job, you got to show up and you got to do the work, right?
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, like, you could have a great business all day long, but if you lack the professionalism, if you have no social skills, but you bark on social media, there's a difference. Like, you do have to have a certain level of professionalism and how to carry. You have to carry yourself a certain way when you have a brand. That's just what it is. Like
you do.
That's just what it is, and that sets you apart. Also, on top of your skill set and your talents and everything else from the person next to you that's doing the same thing as you. It don't matter. It don't matter.
That's so true.
Matter.
Look at all them people on OnlyFans. All them people making money. Okay. All of them.
And a lot of them are busting it open.
Busting it wide.
They're all different in different ways. I use the analogy of like bread. Like you go down the bread aisle, you see a bunch of different bread. They're all different brands. But they're all bread. What you say?
I say I'm all of them.
But it's still bread.
Yeah.
And it's like, but they're all different.
Yeah, they are all different.
They all bring something different.
That's so true. That's so true.
Mm-hmm.